Hello, folks. So I did a series of 3 videos. 2 were corrected using the photo program on the Mac. And what I did was looked a little bit too highlight or too bright on the video. And it looked good on the LCD screen, but when I got it in post, it was overexposed. So the first 2 videos did seem a little bit exposed. So on the third one, I put it at a -1 exposure on the camera. And that looked a lot better. But it looked a little bit too dark. So I have it in third steps. I could have gone 1/3 or a -2/3 at the most. I did it at -1. I tried doing it more than that, and no, it looks too dark. So I settled on -1. So with the 60 megapixel camera, it's very good. The focusing system, it's not the best, but it did pretty good. But when I did a turn, left to right or right to left, you could see beautiful bokeh balls of the light changing, focusing. And then as I was finally finished turning and then going forward, then it focused again. So you'll see a lot of that in the videos that is up there. So the last 2 videos with the exposure compensation corrected on there, I used the photo app. The part 3 was I used the -1 in the exposure compensation in the camera. So the one in the camera looks darker than the one using the photo apps. And when you're using that program, I had the complete 4096 by 2160. That's the true 4K, not the 3840 by 2160. But when using the photo program, it went through, the top 4096, but 2025, not 2160. So it just cut it off a little bit. I guess it gives you that cinema look or whatever. But I wanted to show you this picture. This picture right here is 80 megabytes. Okay, full open gate. It's a beautiful picture. I did it by accident because I was fiddling with the exposure and I happened to hit the shutter button and it took this picture. And I think it's awesome. So I had that on a couple of my beginnings and endings, of my videos. But I just wanted to show you how big and huge these files are. This is a JPEG. It's not a DNG. It's a oh, wait a minute. No, it is a DNG. I'm sorry. I had it in RAW. But I just wanted to show you what it looked like. If I go into, I'm on the share screen now. Let's go and look at the table. So I'm going to do some things and explain it to you of how I've set up this camera the way I like it. It's just a quick video, but show you some of the problems I was having. All right, so you turn it on. Okay, now I've showed you this before, but this is now in camera mode. I hit this button and I can joggle between camera and video. That's what I meant to say. So this is photo, this is video. Okay, this button is the same. So if I hit it once, this is the digital zoom. So this is now at 35 millimeters. This is at 50 millimeters, 75 millimeters, 90 millimeters, back to 28. If I hit this going to the camera, same thing. 35, 50, 75, 90, back to 28. The third one is this button right here that I programmed. Okay. and this is for my autofocusing. I had it on intelligent autofocus, and as you can see, when I made that turn, that's why I put it on autofocus continuous. All right. I'm just going to try out to see if the focusing is better, because I was moving all the time. But you'll see sometimes people and buildings were out of focus, and I think that's what Leica has it is where on the sides it's not as clear and sharp as most other cameras that I've used, like the ZV-E10, even on the Nikons. Okay, the A7C, you know, they're all sharp from side to side. They blur it on the video for Leica, but this is in 4K, the complete open gate that I've been using. And if you look at the settings, if I go to the menu, and if I hit it again, yeah, this is the video mode. So here's the what I picked. Keep hitting the menu to go to the next one. Okay, video settings. All right. I got on natural. I had the gamma off. All right. And you know, they have stuff with the microphone stuff. But on the video format, I choose movie. I do the cinema 4K, which and the OI, and this was at 60. Okay, I thought I had it on 4K. Well, I thought I had it on this one. All right, but look at that. It went straight to 4K 60. All right, so that's why that file was so huge. So if I go back here, let's see what happens. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it at OI 4K 30. All right, just a regular 4K, not the cinema. And then I'm just going to get out of it, close it. Okay, and it's recording. All right, I want to show you this too. You won't see anything, but I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to hit play. Now, this is how you delete a file. You know, you can view it, of course, or you can hit the menu and you can delete. When you see that trash can, you do that, and now you have nothing to view. You just hit play to get out. That's just a, kind of like a verification. Are you sure you want to get rid of your photos? Yes. So I've showed you these two buttons in both modes. I've showed you what this does in video, all right, the autofocus. So if I go into the stills and I hit the button, I got on auto ISO. That's for the stills, right? But I want to show you this also. So you see, I got it on auto ISO, and if I just use the dial, watch what happens. Okay, so it's kind of like the shutter speed. ISO is auto, so but it's changing the exposure compensation. So I think that's kind of neat when I have it set like that. Now if I go into there on video, watch what happens. See, shutter speed stays the same, but believe it or not, if I had the cap off, here, let me just take it off, okay? It'll change, even if I'm looking at that. And I think I can do something like this. Here, let me open it up so you can look at it, okay? So, let me just focus on something. Let's see, I don't know. Well, anyway, you can see what I'm doing, all right? So, look at that. Okay, that's all I had to do. So buy the LCD. If I was downtown and it was too bright, look what it does. It changes the ISO for me and the exposure at the same time. That's what I should have done. And the other thing, and I'll just hit that right there. See, that's a digital. You can expand things real close, but it's not recording like that. Okay, but you can see it focusing. Just hit the middle of the dial or enter. So I do it again. So I'm learning things about the camera. All right, it's taken me a while. Sorry, but let me just get out of that. Yeah. Okay. Menu. So recap. I'll put it back at 0. Show you that. The autofocusing. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's a digital zoom. Okay, that's going from back and forth. Oh, it's this one. I'm sorry. There it is. Okay, so that's for continuous. And a mistake. That's for single. It's like if you're stopped. So that's why. So what they say is on the AFS is like the old autofocus system where the subject is still. All right. This is if you want to track them, if they're moving. So since most of the time I was moving in the car, I should have had it set on that. And so as the camera is moving with the car, you notice that most of the things came out of focus. And just by changing the autofocus system, that would help quite a bit. And you're going to do it right. Get it centered in the picture. There you go. Get enough. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. Touch. Boy, this is, there we go. So, this is the Leica Q3. All right, 60 megapixel camera. It has a 28 millimeter fixed lens on it where you can change the aperture. You can do program, aperture, shutter speed, and manual. And then you can switch it to just aperture, program, and shutter. And then let the camera do its thing. But that's what I got. I'll get back here. All right. So the camera's moved. All right, and that's probably because I turned it on. All right. No, maybe not. All right. Which one? Yeah. Okay, I was pointing to the wrong one. Okay. So this is Z62. This is the ZF. You know when I want to show things off. Z5. These all have f1.8 primes. And why is this at f4? I don't know. But anyway. And of course, worst of all, here's the no puppy. But they buried my line today. So I had a nice talk with the guy doing it. So I'm happy about that. Everything's locked up. And it's looking good. Here's the camera. So anyway, I am just hoping that this type of series, when I show off a camera, I can get the settings working right and give it the best presentation of how to use the camera. I'm new to Leica, okay? I got Nikon, I got Canon, I got Sony cameras, I got Panasonic cameras. I got the Leica SL2S. So I like that camera. It's big, it's huge. I got lenses for it. But I got a small portable camera now that I can take with me to take pictures and some video if I have to. But I had it in pretty harsh conditions yesterday. It wasn't too hot, but when you put it on the dashboard of your car and with the windshield in front of it, it's kind of like a magnifying glass on the camera. I had no problems. There's a 30-minute record time limit on it, but I was cutting it off at 26, 27 minutes. Just wait for about 15 or 20 seconds before I turn it back on to record. So there's yesterday afternoon, and I only did about 26 minutes, but last night I recorded about an hour and a half, but I just turn it off, turn it on between each segment. So it wasn't in the middle of the day or in the afternoon where it's hot. But anyway, that's the camera. I like it. It's a little bit overexposed. So let's see if I can fix that. There we go. How's that? Not too bad, huh? And I can do this too. There we go. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe. Keep smiling until next time. I shall see you then. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.